Welcome to the Deep Dive into Success podcast. Jason and Rebecca are ready to fuel your next move. Every insight here is a spark. Ignite change. Seize the moment. Take action today and shape your tomorrow. Check us out by listening. And if you like what you hear, don't forget to subscribe to receive notifications when new content is available.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Okay, so if you're smart, capable, putting in tons of effort, but still feel stuck, professionally, maybe personally, then this deep dive is definitely for you.
Yeah. We looked at a whole stack of research, behavioral economics, leadership stuff, and, well, they all kind of converged on this one slightly uncomfortable idea.
It's pretty surprising, actually. The main thing holding people back, it isn't usually lack of skill. It's not really external forces either.
Yeah.
It's the repeated, often quiet compromise of your own core values, basically choosing immediate comfort instead of, conviction.
That's exactly what the behavioral research highlights. We end up being our own worst enemies, really, because we instinctively prioritize, cognitive ease, short-term relief.
Short-term relief, yeah.
We trade that long-term growth, that influence, for feeling okay right now. And that avoidance, dodging the discomfort courage, demands, well, that's basically the guarantee you'll plateau.
Okay, so let's dig into why we do this. I mean, avoiding conflict feels, deeply human, doesn't it?
It really does. Our brains are sort of hardwired. Standing up for something. It can feel like a threat to belonging to the group.
Which pushes us to rationalize just staying put. Yeah. And we come up with some great excuses for it.
Oh, definitely.
We saw two really common ones popping up again and again in the sources. First, there's the "it's not really my problem" excuse.
Right, which often just masks a kind of intellectual laziness, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And second, the very quiet. Maybe just to get out of a pointless meeting instead of speaking up about something fundamental.
And that second one is so critical when you look at professional outcomes. Imagine you see a real ethical lapse at work, or maybe a big strategic blunder.
Okay.
Staying silent avoids that difficult conversation. Sure, avoids the conflict, but the data shows the long-term cost. It's internal.
Internal how?
It's like this descent into, quiet desperation. A feeling of being powerless. You basically undermine your own potential because you've compromised the very integrity you need to actually lead, even if it's just leading yourself effectively.
That's that insidious psychological cost, isn't it? The erosion.
Exactly.
Every time you stay silent when something matters to you, you're essentially telling your subconscious, my values, they're negotiable.
Yeah. That's a powerful message to send yourself.
And this kind of systematic self-betrayal, that's what brews chronic anxiety.
Yeah.
And it really fuels imposter syndrome, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You start to feel like a fake because the life you're actually living feels more and more disconnected from what you genuinely believe.
And that internal split.
Yeah.
It makes sustained success really, really hard. Almost impossible.
And professionally, it puts a hard ceiling on things. Real leadership, the kind that makes a difference, it's defined by that courage, the willingness to challenge the status quo even when it's unpopular. So if you just remain the agreeable colleague, you miss those crucial moments, the moments that actually build authority.
So you don't get that visibility for strategic thinking.
Exactly. You don't drive innovation. You don't build real influence because fundamentally, people respect those who stand on principle, even when it causes a bit of tension.
Okay, but there's a payoff for taking the harder route, right? The benefit of choosing integrity.
Oh, absolutely. There's an immediate psychological win. It's personal alignment.
Personal alignment. Okay.
When you actually stand up for what you believe, that internal coherence, it dramatically cuts down the stress that comes from cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
It reinforces the idea, my voice matters, my judgment counts.
Let's make this concrete. The sources use this example of Alex. Alex has the data, knows it's right, and it challenges a strategy pushed by an entrenched VP. A difficult situation.
Yeah, a very common scenario.
Yeah.
So the easy way out, Alex, they dodge the conflict. They get short-term peace, sure.
Yeah.
But their reputation, it just sort of flatlines.
Seen as capable, but not.
Not a leader, not an innovator, just an executor. Now, the hard path, Alex, they face that initial, probably quite uncomfortable conflict.
Right. It's going to be tough.
It is. But by doing it, they instantly elevate their professional brand. They're seen as someone with strategic backbone, a leader. And they start building the actual influence needed for, significant long-term success.
So the verdict across all these different sources seems crystal clear.
It really does.
Long-term impact, real achievement. It always favors conviction, not convenience.
Exactly. I mean, think about history. It's basically just a record of these kinds of tough choices, isn't it? People like Galileo, the suffragettes, Martin Luther King Jr.,
Yeah.
the majority who just wanted to fit in, keep things comfortable. They're footnotes, mostly. It's the ones who prioritize conviction, despite the difficulty, that we remember and revere.
That willingness to take the difficult path seems key.
It's the ultimate indicator, really, of breakthrough potential.
So the takeaway for you, the listener, if you feel that stagnation, that frustrating sense of being stuck despite your efforts.
Maybe the most powerful question to ask is, have I been the main cause? By repeatedly, maybe even unconsciously choosing the easy way out.
It's a tough question to face.
It is. So what's the one necessary, maybe difficult stand you need to take today? The one thing that could start restoring that personal alignment and maybe unlock that next level for you.
Thanks for diving deep with us on this episode of the Deep Dive into Thriving Successfully. We hope you found a quick hack to take action on today. If this episode moved the needle for you, please take 1 second to hit that follow or subscribe button on your favorite podcast platform. It helps us reach more people who want to start thriving. Our content is 100% based on listener requests. We want to cover the topics you struggle with. Drop your episode suggestions in the comments or send us an email directly at deepdive@lfeg.info. And the best way you can help us is to share this episode with a friend or colleague you care about. Let's build a thriving community together. Until the next dive, keep crushing your goals.